So I've been doing Jiu Jitsu right around 4 years now. I realized that the self-defense skills I learned 40 years ago were probably not up to date. So I was in a different martial art, and I realized that martial art was a striking sport, and I probably wasn't going to be able to do that at 55, which is the age I was when I walked through that front door. Yeah, I was even concerned about that, but I found that Jiu Jitsu was going to be something I could do into my advanced age. I'm 59 now, but I lost my first excuse right when I walked through the door because my sensei's father did my intake interview and first lesson, and he was 5 years older than me. So my first excuse of not to do this was kind of out the window. I took my first class and I was hooked, and I've been hooked ever since. Physical fitness, I'd gotten pretty stagnant. I was pretty well established in my career. My family was raised, and I was pretty stagnant. And when I got on this mat, I was starting to be around a lot younger people. Most people were half my age, and I found they were trying to figure out life, and I've kind of lived it already, but they were talking about books, and I realized that I had stopped reading. And so I started getting a book list from what these kids were using to try to guide them in life, and so that got me back into reading books and learning. So as well as learning this new physical mental art of Jiu Jitsu, which is the most difficult thing I've ever done, it also got me looking at other aspects and continuation learning to be a better person now. Oh, there's a lot of things. Like I said, I like the physical fitness. I like being able to be more confident in a self-defensive situation. I like this whole idea of being uncomfortable until you feel comfortable, so that when other things happen off the mat, you're not going to react you're not going to be so reactionary, right? You're going to wait, you're going to assess what's going on. I think a lot faster now, because on the mat, when somebody's trying to choke you and submit you, you've got to think faster. So I think that kind of translates off the mat as well. We got a great community here. There's a lot of amazing people, and they have the same values that I have, and so they're the kind of people that I want to hang around with off the mat as well. You just have to go slow, and it's a process. It was a good 8 months before I felt like I could get through a warm-up and not be just totally gassed. And so I just had to trust in that, realize there's highs and lows, and that you have to be humble in this sport, because you could be even an advanced jiu-jitsu person and get submitted by somebody that just came through the door. You just don't know what's going to happen every day. So you have to be able to shake that off and keep going, and just realize that you're trying to get a little bit better every day. You're not going to come in and win the dojo, every day. You're going to lose a lot, and so there's a lot to be learned from that as well.